She looked like the queen of reality: love, empire, fame, family. But what if I told you she was hiding a secret so messy it could tear it all down?
I said that the two of you were going to split.
Yeah, no,
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Kandi Burruss and Todd Tucker seemed like power couple goals.
Yeah, she was like, why do people keep saying that y'all about to get divorced? I was like, I don't know.
They met in 2011, built a brand, shared a screen, and raised a family.
I never got bored with him. And I know that may be weird for somebody to say, but...
But behind the cameras and the flashbulbs, tension, rumors, red flags.
Outside of that, my entire life, it would be 6 to 8 months, and I don't want to talk to you anymore. That was just how I used to be, and I know that's terrible.
Now, Kandi quietly dropped Tucker from her name on social media.
The only person that I just enjoyed being with all the time.
Her ring, missing. The internet, watching.
Yeah.
And many fans who believed in the fairy tale are whispering the same thing.
Well, everybody who's been on the internet, I'm sure y'all saw that I filed for divorce on Friday. And, yeah.
Maybe this marriage was fragile from day one.
Right now, it's a pretty crazy time.
What really went down in that Burruss Tucker house?
Because I was making more money than my husband.
Was it ambition, betrayal, or just bad timing?
The income does not dictate your treatments in the relationship.
In this video, we're unpacking the full story, how it began, when the crack showed, and why what's happening now might just be the final act.
I mean, I feel like if you're gonna be on reality TV, then you might as well, make the best of it.
The year was 2011. Kandi Burruss, already a Grammy-winning songwriter, reality TV powerhouse, and business mogul, was in her prime. Todd Tucker, a behind-the-scenes production manager, working on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Two very different worlds. But one chance meeting behind the cameras and a push from co-star Phaedra Parks sparked a connection. But here's the twist most people ignore. Todd didn't pursue Kandi. He had to be nudged. That's not an opinion, that's straight from Phaedra, who said she encouraged him to make a move. And Kandi? She wasn't in the market for casual. She told Todd straight up, "What are you gonna do? I don't need new friends." In other words, step up or step aside. Todd stepped up, or so it seemed. They kept the romance low-key at first. Production rules didn't allow cast members to date crew. But when Kandi was ready to go public, she told Todd to quit his job. And he did. No hesitation. The plan? Build something bigger together. Kandi even said, "If I love you, there's nothing we can't do." Sounds beautiful, right? But right as they stepped into the spotlight, the shadows crept in. An ex named Mella surfaced with allegations that Todd had called Kandi a trick, said she couldn't sing, and was only with her for clout. She even claimed he was still messaging her while dating Kandi. Now, whether those claims were true or not, they planted seeds of doubt. And when you build a relationship in the public eye, those seeds grow fast. But Kandi didn't back down. She believed in Todd. She bought into the vision. And when he proposed on New Year's Day 2013 with a 2-carat diamond ring, she said yes. Her daughter Riley was there. So was her mother, Mama Joyce. And that's where the real trouble began. Mama Joyce wasn't buying the fairy tale. She didn't like Todd. She didn't trust Todd. And she definitely didn't trust the ring. Kandi swore it was the one she picked out. But Mama Joyce didn't care. She told the world and her daughter that Todd wasn't the man for her. She even claimed Riley, just 10 years old at the time, didn't like Todd either. Now, whether Riley ever actually said that is unclear. But once Mama Joyce starts talking, she doesn't stop. That's when Kandi made a move that would define the next decade of their relationship. She drafted a prenup. Not just any prenup, one so tight, it made Bravo viewers gasp. If things ever went south, Todd would walk away with no alimony, no stake in the house, 30 days to pack up and leave. Todd was offended. He hesitated. He didn't want to sign. He said it wasn't fair. And that sent Mama Joyce spiraling. She called him an opportunist on national television, said Kandi had stepped down to be with him, told him a man is supposed to be a provider. And when Kandi's assistant Carmen got too close for comfort, Mama Joyce accused her of sleeping with Todd too. The whole thing turned into a circus. Tabloids ran wild. Fans picked sides. And just weeks before the wedding, Todd still hadn't signed. It wasn't just legal. It was emotional. He felt stripped of power before the marriage even began. But eventually, he signed. April 4th, 2014, they got married in a lavish ceremony. The cameras rolled. Mima Joy showed up. And for a moment, it looked like love won. But the damage was already done. Because here's what Kandi admitted later. The prenup haunted them, especially in the bedroom. 6 months after the wedding, Kandi said it out loud. The intimacy? Gone. Todd had shut down. He told her he was still upset about the prenup, that it made him feel like he didn't matter. And for a man already in a relationship where he didn't hold the spotlight, that paperwork wasn't just legal, it was personal. Kandi had the money, the house, the legacy, the platform. Todd had Kandi. And as the power imbalance grew, so did the emotional gap. Because here's the part people miss. When a man feels powerless in a relationship, he often withdraws physically first. Intimacy becomes a battlefield. Not out of hate, but out of hurt. So, when Kandi wanted to start a family, she ran into a wall. Literally, they weren't having sex. Eventually, they did conceive. In 2016, their son Ace was born. Then in 2019, they welcomed daughter Blaze via surrogate. But instead of pulling them closer, parenthood highlighted just how far apart they really were. Todd, already struggling with his role in the marriage, admitted he didn't feel connected to Blaze. Not right away. Not in the way a father usually would. And Kandi? She noticed. Right after the birth, Todd was out at the club. 2 nights in a row. The day after Thanksgiving, he didn't come home until the next morning. Kandi called him out. He said she wasn't giving him enough attention. Translation, he didn't feel important anymore. When a man feels overlooked at home, he'll go where he feels seen even if it's toxic, even if it's temporary. That's not an excuse. It's a pattern. And this pattern was spiraling. Kandi told her castmate she worried Todd might cheat. Her co-star Portia even claimed Todd was allegedly out here hooking up with women using a fake name, Marvin. It sounded ridiculous until you looked at the body language, the growing distance, the therapy sessions where Kandi admitted, we don't blow each other's backs out anymore. By now, Kandi and Todd had built an empire of restaurants, shows, production companies, trucking businesses, spin-offs. On paper, they were a power couple, but behind the scenes, Todd felt like a glorified employee, a plus one in Kandi's world, orbiting around her schedule, her priorities, her fame. During a film therapy session, he laid it bare. I gave up my job for you. I rearranged everything, but everything still revolves around you. That wasn't just about missed dinners or shared calendars. It was about identity. Todd felt like he didn't exist outside of Kandi's orbit. And when a man feels like he's just a passenger in his own marriage, resentment builds quietly, then loudly. Kandi felt it too. She admitted their connection had faded. The intimacy wasn't just missing, it felt irretrievable. Todd, meanwhile, was chasing validation through productivity, opening businesses, stacking money, trying to prove to Kandi and her mom and the fans that he brought something real to the table. He said it himself. I became the business guy. Everyone loves the money guy. But I'm not happy. So they tried to fix it the way some couples do when they're out of ideas. They got experimental. Kandi revealed they had started inviting other women into their bedroom. Threesomes. She even said it publicly in late 2025. The most recent one had been within the last 6 months. To some, that's open-minded. To others, it's a red flag. Because when you're using another person as a spark plug, you're not fixing the engine, you're just masking the problem. What they needed was healing. What they got was a distraction. By late 2025, the signs were no longer subtle. At BravoCon, Kandi showed up alone. No wedding ring. No Todd. And that wasn't all. Fans noticed she had removed Tucker from her Instagram name, a small change that screamed a big message. The last time she posted a picture of Todd? October. The vibe? Single mother. Working woman. No husband in sight. Sure, she commented on a photo of him with their kids, but you didn't need a PhD in body language to see it. They were living separate lives under one brand. Todd's posts, all about the kids. Kandi's posts, all about the work. The connection, quiet, faded, almost gone. And maybe, just maybe, that's what needed to happen. Because for years, this marriage looked more like a business partnership than a love story. The prenup, the power struggles, the intimacy drought, the third parties, the therapy, the clubs, the resentment. Somewhere along the way, love got replaced with logistics. So now fans are asking, are they really separating? Is this the end? Maybe. But here's the thing, it doesn't have to be a scandal to be necessary. Sometimes the most grown-up decision a couple can make is to let go, to parent in peace, to heal in private, to figure out who they are without the pressure of performance, fame, and Mama Joyce. Maybe they'll circle back one day. Maybe they won't. But for now, Kandi is Kandi again, and Todd is no longer the storyline.